Should you take your drink with you to the restroom at the bar? What do you do when you've got to go? Your bar tips, shared with the Brew.
All right, Joel, we're in the bar. You and I, we know our bars very well. But what do you got to do when you got a full cocktail and you got to go to the bathroom? Take it with you, leave it there, what do you do?
So this answer completely varies on a lot of other circumstances. It's way too general of a question. First of all, I would like to say for women, this answer is going to be a lot different because they have to watch out for shit like getting roofied. So big shout out to women for having to deal with that shit because most men are complete garbage. Secondly, for me personally, if I'm out on vacation and I'm by myself, I will take it with me to go to the bathroom. If I am with friends, I will leave it. And if I'm in town and nobody else is around but the bartender and me, then I'll leave it at the bar. I also noticed that when Joe and I were in Ireland, what the common courtesy was when you have a beer, you don't put the coaster on top of the beer like you do in the United States, like a lot of people do. The custom is to put it on the side so you don't get the dirt from the coaster on the rim of the beer. You want to be able to taste the beer and not someone's nasty elbow grease. So there's a very variable answer. So for the most part, to be safe, it is good to bring it with you to the bathroom, even though that's kind of disgusting.
That's a good observation. I forgot about that in Ireland, but now you bring that up, I do remember that. Yeah, you stick it in the side. And I have a friend of mine here at a local bar here in Jersey City that always orders a whole another beer and then puts that filthy coaster on top to make sure people know, oh, this is my seat, I'm staying there. Yeah, everybody has their own system on this one, and here's mine. I try to make sure I go between drinks. I'll try to finish my drink and then go to the bathroom. If I know like I need to hold my seat, whether I'm at a bar with you, whether I'm by myself, I'm on vacation, I'll try to tip the bar stool up, or I'll even order the next drink and I'll let the bartender know, hey, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, is that okay? And then at the Four Queens there in Vegas, the one bartender, this is like 20 years ago, gave me a tip. He's like, well, take your hat off and put it both on the machine to cover up the video poker machine there, or at least so I know you have your personal property there, you might be coming back. So at least it gives them some idea so there's something there because yeah, I leaving an empty glass behind there. So that's my tip at least. So I try to go between drinks, but if I really have to go and I still have a cocktail in the bar, I'll take it with me. Or hopefully I'm with somebody like you, I'll be like, hey, watch my beverage for me.
Yeah, and luckily, like most of the time, all of the time that Joe, like the people watching this, all of the time that Joe and I are together, we watch each other's drink. That's just a customary thing. That's your friend. You look out for them. But when you're alone is when the question's really hard to answer.
I also don't want anybody taking your precious alcohol. You deserve your beverage.
Right. And even like what the dude said at the Four Queens, if you leave the hat on the bar for a while, that's personal property. That's a $40 hat, $50 hat now. Someone could walk by and just grab it. And that's another thing that you're risking.
Yeah, that's why I let the bartender know at least. The Four Queens gives you a little like hold your place sign, but not every place does that. So yeah, I don't necessarily do that in a bar where I don't know people, or if I'm really like, I don't know, then I don't do it. But if I'm someplace comfortable, then it's okay. Yeah, it depends on the circumstance, and just like you said earlier too, this varies depending on who you are, where you're at, what's going on. But that's why we're asking your advice. Maybe we can help somebody. And our viewers, Joel, have lots of advice, so let's see what they say. Julie says, F yes. Starman says, don't let anyone spike your drink. You never know. Matt says, oh no, that's nasty. If I'm at a bar and I know and I'm comfortable in or with friends, I'll leave it and go. If not, I'll drink up and then go. James says, yes, trust nobody. And I always take my drink to the bathroom with me. And Art says, nope, chug that shit and then go. Ooh, all right, couple yes, couple no. And then we got Art saying, yeah, just chug it. There you go.
Chug life. I'm all about chug life. The only problem with Art and your answer is that when you get back, you may have A, lost your seat, or B, you're going to have if it's a busy bar, you're going to have a really hard time getting another beer.
Yeah, that's true. That's why you got to at least try to let the bartender know, hey, I'm going to go take a leak here or whatever. Yeah, that's difficult. But this time, we actually have advice from a former bartender. So here's what we got. She said, Lisa Joe says, as a woman and former bartender, I place my coaster over the top of my glass in a manner so I'll know if anyone tampers with it in my absence. It also signals to the bartender and anyone thinking of taking my seat that I'm coming back. So she's doing the coaster thing. So it sounds like her as a former bartender, they're actually kind of looking out for that, even though that coaster's filthy.
Yeah, and that's why the Irish have it better than Americans. Her advice is not bad, but Irish what I told you earlier is the better answer to that.
I think the problem is, too, us as Americans, if you would put that coaster on the side of your drink here, people would be like, oh, I guess they're gone. Yeah, they don't want it. I don't think we'd realize that here in America. But, yeah, the Irish system works pretty well. Everything seems to work better in their bars over there.
Oh, definitely. They've got it down to a science.
They should. It's a home of Guinness.
But yeah, and that's also true. Someone could come up here. We live in a very inconsiderate country. I don't know how many of you guys have traveled, but people just don't do that shit in a lot of places, and we do that in the United States, and it's fucking disrespectful.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is life. So, all right, well, those are our tips. Let's say, let us know if you have any down below in the comments, and also when you're down below, click that like, subscribe button for more fun right here on the Jersey Joe 50 YouTube channel. Lots more bar talk, games, and more waiting for you every week. Well, fortunately, Joel, I'm going to finish this beer before anybody else can take it here on the big live web show, so I don't have to worry about that right now. So why don't you go ahead and talk while I enjoy a beverage.
All right, chug life. Yeah, you know, have a good one. If you set it down, at least you know you'll be okay in your own apartment. I don't have to worry about the Crispin coming over in here and taking my drink because he's not tall enough to. But if I have to take my own drink in my own apartment to my own bathroom, then I will.
You know, fast sidebar to this, back when I lived back home in Pennsylvania, I actually had a dog like beer. So if you set your beer down, oh, puppy was going for it. So you had to be careful. And a friend of mine here in New Jersey has the same thing. The dog loves beer. So you put a beer can down, empty or full, it's going for it. So just like at the bar, you got to take it with you. There you go.
Yep. There's some dogs that like it and some that don't.
Yeah. All right, well, that's our great tips. Thanks for all your answers. Jersey Joe and I say thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time, I hope.
More laughs now as Kicking Back with Jersey Joe presents another funny Las Vegas photo quiz. More hilarious sights from Sin City.